The story opens with a panoramic view of vibrant stars, as the Voyager, a sleek transport ship, glides through the cosmos. Inside, Captain Alex Grant feels the energy of his diverse crew, a mix of smugglers, scientists, and explorers, all exchanging stories and laughter. Suddenly, the ship shakes violently as an asteroid storm catches them off guard. Alarms blare. "Hold on," Alex shouts, gripping the control panel as he wrestles with the ship's steering. "It's going to get bumpy." "Shouldn't we brace for impact?" a panicked crew member yells from the back, eyes wide. "Save your breath, Dina," he barks back. "Just hold tight." As debris slams into the hull, the crew scrambles to respond. Alex swallows hard, knowing the stakes. In a desperate move, he banks sharply, trying to find a clearing amidst the chaos. With a deafening crash, the Voyager crashes into a dense jungle, finally coming to a stop. Groans fill the cabin as crew members stumble out, groggy and dazed. "Did we land on a planet or a grocery store?" Dina quips, looking around at the alien foliage. "Looks like we're not in Kansas anymore," Alex mutters, scanning the extraordinary landscape. Towering trees with luminous plants glow beneath the moonlight, illuminating their path. The crew gathers, suppressing their fear with forced smiles, yet uncertainty lingers in the air as they set up camp, knowing they must face whatever comes their way. Dawn breaks over the alien landscape, and the crew awakens to the vibrant colors surrounding them. "What in the galaxy is that?" Sarah Chen exclaims, pointing to a bright blue plant. "Anyone want to test it out?" "Let's save the taste test for later," Alex replies, wrestling his thoughts together. "We need to assess our situation first." With makeshift gear, they venture into the thriving jungle, the air thick with humid fragrances. "I didn't sign up for a botanical expedition," Donovan grumbles, peering skeptically at a glowing fruit. "I just want to go home." "Relax. Think of it as a vacation, free of charge," Sarah quips, gathering samples with enthusiasm. Hours pass with little luck finding food or water, deepening their anxiety. "We can't just sit around waiting to be rescued," Donovan snaps, surveying the horizon. "We need a plan." That night, the crew gathers around a small fire. The crackling embers punctuate their conversations, filled with tales from Earth, where Dina describes her childhood adventures. "I once hiked through the Rockies and almost lost my leg to a bear," she laughs. The crew chuckles, sharing their wildest dreams and hopes. However, the laughter masks their deeper fears, the feeling of being utterly alone on a strange planet, the haunting sensation that help might never come. As night blankets the jungle, they reflect on their fates, solidifying their resolve to work together. "No one's getting left behind," Alex vows, locking eyes with each crew member, their solidarity slowly transforming fear into determination. Fueled by curiosity and lingering apprehensions, Alex decides it's time to explore further into the jungle. "All right, team, let's see what else this planet has to offer before it swallows us whole," he says with an encouraging wink. With Sarah by his side, they forge ahead, marveling at bizarre flora and fauna. Suddenly, a melodic cry pierces the air. "What is that?" Sarah whispers, fear creeping into her voice. As they approach, a breathtaking sight unfolds before them. 20 stunning alien women, their beauty otherworldly. Vivid skin glows under the sun, adorned with vibrant garments that flow like liquid light. "Whoa, they look amazing," Sarah breathes, momentarily forgetting her fear. A sense of shock paralyzes Alex. "Stay calm," he instructs, his heart racing, but tension fills the air as the aliens, cautious yet curious, draw closer, weapons made of iridescent material glimmering threateningly. "Who are you?" Lyra, their leader, steps forward confidently, a mix of authority and grace emanating from her. Her curious eyes scan Alex and the crew. "Are you lost?" Yes, we crash-landed here," Alex stutters, caught off guard by her presence. "I'm Captain Alex Grant. This is my crew." "We're not here to harm you," Lyra asserts, her voice melodic yet firm. "You must be careful. This land has ancient spirits that may not take kindly to intruders." "Great. Spirits we didn't know existed, just the cherry on top," Donovan mutters under his breath, crossing his arms, suspicion lingering in his gaze. The tension peaks as both groups assess each other, the air thick with uncertainty and potential danger. But then, a nearby creature stirs, startling them all. The moment sparks panic, transforming their collective fear into a union of survival against a common threat. Amidst the chaos, Lyra's command over her group shines through. The creature lunges toward them, but swift combinations of human ingenuity and alien prowess lead to an unexpected triumph. "Move!" Alex yells, and in a synchronized effort, they deter the beast. After the creature flees, relief washes over everyone. Sarah wipes sweat from her brow. "All right, that was a heart-pounding welcome." "That was insane," Lyra exclaims, a smile breaking through the tension. "But we need to communicate better." Alex willingly steps forth to lead the conversation, starting to draw in the dirt, a crude representation of their crash site and the wreckage of the Voyager. "We're stranded. We need your help," he explains. Lyra tilts her head, intrigued, and gestures to her people. "We can teach you our ways if you wish to learn. We have knowledge of this land." Days pass, filled with engaged discussions about each other's cultures and histories. Each alien woman introduces herself, sharing unique gifts, fascinating healing practices, mastery in agriculture, dance, and ancient songs. They share laughter, revealing tales that resonate within their shared humanity. "Here, let me show you some of our healing techniques." Lyra guides Sarah to a grove where vibrant plants bloom. "They look like flowers on steroids," Sarah laughs, while Lyra retrieves an iridescent flower. "This one is for healing wounds," Lyra explains, her enthusiasm infectious. Everyone watches intently as she demonstrates the application on a light wound. "Let's hope we don't have to do this too often," Donovan mutters, still skeptical yet drawn in by the camaraderie forming. The aliens teach them to forage for food and identify edible plants. Embracing the cultural exchange allows them to appreciate not only their strengths, but also what it truly means to be a community. As the sun sets on their interactions, a newfound energy pulses through both groups, hinting at possibilities that transcend their origins. The camaraderie takes a turn as the humans and aliens grow closer, yet hidden tensions lurk just beneath the surface of their newfound relationships. During a morning meeting, Alex senses differing opinions brewing among his crew. "Why are we relying so heavily on them?" Donovan scoffs, crossing his arms. "They could be using us as pawns." "Donovan, you need to relax," Dina interjects, her voice steady. "They've been nothing but helpful since our crash." "No, we need to investigate this place ourselves," he snaps back. "We have no idea what they're hiding." "Trust goes both ways," Alex cautions, trying to maintain peace. "The more we push them away, the more dangers we invite. We need to cooperate." The mutterings and tense glances escalate as Donovan stands firm. "Or we could end up as prey," he retorts, revealing the brewing conflict. The other crew members exchange anxious glances as the room thickens with discontent. That night, while everyone else sleeps, Alex finds solace in the company of Lyra. "You're different, aren't you?" Lyra asks, her gaze steady, trying to understand the tension. His honesty comes pouring out. "I want to trust you, Lyra. But some of my crew, they can't see past their own fears. We want to help," she promises. "Together we can face whatever this land throws at us." But the fragile alliance quakes the next day during their forage trip. After an innocuous comment about the alien attire, tempers flare. Donovan's arrogance ignites a clash of cultures. Lyra steps in, voicing her discontent. "How can you judge our ways when your own have led you here?" Tension explodes as questions about motives arise, leading to heated accusations of betrayal. With voices raised and fears vocalized, the breach between human and alien threatens their unity. It becomes clear that underlying prejudices must be addressed if they wish to remain allies in their fight for survival. And Alex approaches the crossroads of leadership in confronting the turmoil. Alex takes a deep breath and proposes a collaborative effort as the tensions threaten to shatter their fragile alliance. "All right, folks, we need to do this together or we'll never make it out of here," he states firmly, determination shining in his eyes. "Let's focus our energies on the mission ahead, gathering food, crafting shelters, and learning from each other." Lyra nods enthusiastically. "We can show you the safest places to forage. We know this land better than anyone." "Good idea. Team up and let's hit the forest," Alex announces, clapping his hands together. Emboldened, the group splits into teams, merging human energy and alien expertise. Their camaraderie fills the air, laced with laughter and occasional banter, as they embark on colorful adventures through the vibrant landscape. During their first hunt, confrontations arise with local wildlife, forcing everyone to work in coordination. When a snarling creature lunges at Sarah, Lyra reacts instantly, harnessing the bioluminescent plants nearby to create a dazzling distraction. "Go!" she yells, guiding Sarah and the others to safety. "Nice save!" Alex cheers, amazement flickering in his eyes. "I wish I'd thought of that." In response, their bravery brings groups closer as they forage for resources, particularly the discovery of a sparkling river brimming with fresh water. Everyone celebrates as they fill their packs, exhaustion giving way to newfound hope. That night, they gather around a fire, sharing laughter and tales of triumph like bonfire stories. "Tomorrow we worry about replenishing supplies," Donovan quips, trying to lighten the mood. "And I'll try to stay on my best behavior." The dynamic grows, showcasing vulnerability and trust being rebuilt, strengthening the bonds between them. The growing friendships lay down roots for something bigger as they collectively navigate the challenges of being stranded on this uncharted planet. With bonds steadily flourishing, the crew decides it's time to take the next step. "Let's have a cultural exchange night," Alex suggests during their morning meeting, excitement bubbling in his chest. Lyra's eyes light up with enthusiasm. "We will share our songs and dances, and you can share stories of your home? I'd love to learn more." The evening arrives, and the camp transforms into a colorful space of creativity. Bright fabrics drape over tables as everyone prepares, laughter echoing throughout the woods. Dina can't help but tease Donovan as he struggles to juggle fruit while practicing his dance moves. "You look like you're wrestling an octopus," she snickers, doubling over in laughter. As the night kicks off, Alex takes the stage first, recounting myths of Earth while embellishing them with emotion, drawing in the adaptable alien audience. Eyes glisten under starry skies. They hang on his every word. Then Lyra showcases her people's dances, movements that flow like water, mimicking the moonlit glow of their world. "Join us," she calls, pulling Alex in for a spontaneous duet, laughter spilling from both groups. The music pulses in rhythm, and as Alex dances, he feels the world fade away. Joy replaces the uncertainty they once felt. But amidst the merriment, Sarah brings up stories of loss, how she almost lost her brother to a severe accident on Earth. It strikes a chord, and she finds compassion from Lyra. "Every wound tells a deeper story," Lyra reassures her, a solemn truth shared among friends. The conversation dips into vulnerability, unearthing fears and resilience. When the night winds down, Alex and Lyra exchange lingering glances, the electric connection radiating between them. Together, they find strength, knowing they've transformed from strangers into allies, bound by heart and fate amid the swirling dangers. As the chapter concludes, it underscores that unity stems not only from strength, but from understanding each other's journey, revealing deeper emotional ties. With bonds solidified, the atmosphere grows increasingly jubilant until the subject of the ancient ruins arises. "What do you think really happened to the civilization that lived here?" Donovan muses aloud during breakfast, jolting everyone back to reality. "I don't know, but we should investigate," Alex replies, a spark igniting in his eyes. They decide. Today's the day to journey to the ruins Lyra talked about. As they traverse deeper into the jungle, an ominous silence blankets the air. The vibrant flora flutters uneasily as they approach the site. There, intricately carved stones reveal stories of kings and queens lost to time, while vines wrap the decay together. "I can't believe something this magnificent could just vanish," Sarah whispers, running her fingers along the carvings. They marvel at the artistry, but relaxed wonder gives way to a thick heaviness in the air. Fear of what happened lingers. Then, the prized artifact gleams from shadows, almost sentient. "What if it's a beacon?" Donovan suggests, his skepticism turning into curiosity as he nears the relic. Tension rises as they gather around. "Or it could be a curse." Silent agreement spreads among them. The weight of the artifact weighs heavily, whispering secrets as a surge of energy ripples through the ground. Each crew member senses it, the growing dread of the unknown. As they piece together the civilization's history, anxiety builds. Lyra explains their opinion of ancient sites. We respect our ancestors. Breaking their sleep invites consequences. She looks at Alex, pleading for mutual understanding of their past. The crew debates the risks. Should they activate the artifact for help, or dare to leave it undisturbed? Voices rise in passion. Fear disrupts newfound harmony, sparking conflicting emotions. Arguments ripple through the group, revealing their vulnerability as they grapple with choices that could define their fates. At the chapter's end, uncertainty looms as trust hangs between them, like a fragile thread, ready to snap should they stray from the path they've woven together. The discussions ultimately culminate with both excitement and despair, overshadowing the fragile alliances they've built. "You know what?" Donovan exclaims one night, a simmering edge in his voice. "If we're going to play trust with these aliens, how can we be sure they're not just waiting to use us?" "Not this again, Donovan," Alex interjects. "They've helped us survive. You're being paranoid." "Paranoid or realistic?" Donovan retorts, his cynicism tangible. "Does anyone even think about what could go wrong?" Despite their growing friendships, tension bubbles over. During a brush with hostility, Mark, fueled by skepticism, secretly sabotages essential supplies, the tools designed to help the group gather resources. By the time Alex discovers the missing items, chaos erupts. "Who would do this?" Alex seethes, his frustration palpable. In a pivotal meeting, he faces his crew, calling them together. "We need to address this now before it tears us apart. Someone is undermining our chances. Who's with me?" Accusations fly. Loyalty faces questioning. The air grows electric. Tensions mount, and in a moment of bravery, Lyra intervenes. "Accusations divide us, and right now, we cannot afford that," she states firmly. But the truth weighs heavy in the group. Who can they trust? The trust they've forged begins to unravel as accusations fly back and forth. Sparks ignite as Donovan's voice rises. "What if the danger lies within our camp?" The confrontation peaks, and within it, Mark's cover is blown. "You were trying to sabotage us," Alex confronts him. "Why?" With resentment and fear, Mark's voice rises in defense. "The aliens are the ones we should be afraid of, not each other." The brewing chaos forces the crew to acknowledge that vulnerability lies everywhere in the strange land and their own misconceptions. As the chapter closes, trust hangs by a thread, pushing them toward urgent conversations that could redefine their collective fate. Unity becomes necessary for their survival, but rebuilding trust feels like a daunting task. With Donovan's sabotage unearthed, the remaining crew finds common ground. "We need to address this," Alex declares. "We can't afford to let fear tear us apart now. Lyra, what can you tell us about this artifact?" Drawing everyone's attention, Lyra motions toward the sprawling ruins. "This is sacred land to us, but it can also be dangerous." Sensing their conflicting emotions, Alex steps forward. "Lyra, please show us how to activate the artifact safely. We need to understand our next steps together." With a spark of hope, they explore the heart of the ruins. Inside the cave, walls shimmer with bioluminescent light, and a hum fills the air, magic and ancient technology intertwined. Together they study inscriptions, revealing powerful symbols that interconnect both their worlds. "I think I see a pattern," Sarah exclaims, mapping out connections. The air crackles with excitement as newfound purpose ignites their exploration. Each discovery feels significant, intertwining destinies as they piece together history. But just when they think they've found a way, tremors shake the cave. "What was that?" Dina shouts, bracing herself. The crew rallies, hearts racing. "It's unstable!" With urgency pulsing through their veins, they work to stabilize the artifact. Lyra's voice calls out, guiding through the chaos. "Align the energy channels, trust each other." Their combined strength leads to breakthroughs as they connect the structures around them. A surge of energy radiates through the cave, bearing witness to their resolve, the culmination of their journey thus far. When they finally stabilize the artifact, the energy pulses harmoniously, promising hope and connection. As they step back to admire their work, a moment of revelation dawns on each group. The strengths manifested through unity transcend their differences. But as they return from the cave, the chapter concludes, igniting a sense of foreboding as shadows linger, hinting at unknown challenges just ahead. With new energy surging through the group, the growing camaraderie sparkles with fresh vitality. With the artifact stabilized, we should test it, Alex suggests, his heart racing with possibility. But we need to prepare for anything. As they make plans for a signal, the sky darkens with storm clouds once more, echoing their anxiety as tension builds. Everyone feels the pressure mounting. One misstep could redefine their future. At the meeting point, Alex looks around. All right, everyone, this is it. We're going to see if this artifact can help us send a distress signal. We need to work as one, humans, aliens, together. Dina, always the jokester, chimes in. As long as it doesn't blow up in our faces, I'm game. And who knows, maybe we'll get a pizza in return. As laughter ripples through the group, they navigate through the assembly with purposeful determination. The weather shifts suddenly, wind gusting fiercely through the makeshift camp. Hold on, cries Lyra, her eyes scanning the horizon, sensing a familiarity growing. We may be close, but the storm seems furious. As lightning cracks above, panic quickly rises, propelling them to work faster. Communicating through brief shouts and urgent gestures, they prepare to use the artifact. Alex glances at Lyra, their eyes locking in a moment of silence before chaos ensues. The artifact hums with energy, lighting up the cave, but suddenly the ground shakes as turbulence ripples through. In the fray, the storm overhead unleashes all its fury, and the cave entrance billows clouds of dust. It's now or never, Alex shouts. Activate it! In a frantic push, they align their energies, joining in a final unified effort. The device pulses, sending out a resonation that slices through the storm, a beacon of hope. As the signal escapes, the world around them blurs in an intense swirl of light and sound. The climax bursts like a dam. Excitement, fear, and exhilaration overlap as their fates interlace against nature's fury, signaling their will to survive. Lightning crashes outside as the world shakes violently around them. The storm rages on, an apex of nature's wrath pushing them to their limits within the cave. But in the chaos, emotions ignite, revealing the depth of their journey together. As they brace against the tempest, the artifact stabilizes their connection, giving them the courage to press forward. They find solace in the presence of each other, the laughter from their earlier exchanges grounding them as they weather the storm. Think we should have brought an umbrella? Donovan jokes, attempting to lighten the mood even as the winds howl around them. Who knew we were going to get the surprise weather tour? Dina replies, chuckling despite her fear. As they huddle inside recounting moments of bravery, sparks fly between Alex and Lyra. In the eye of chaos, their connection deepens. If we make it through this, we can take on anything together, he says, the vulnerability reflected in his gaze. Lyra nods, a semblance of calm settling within her. You are not alone. We are warriors in our own right, and our strength will guide us. As the storm intensifies, the crew grows more resolute. The bonds formed through countless dangers solidify their commitment. Lyra leads everyone in a traditional Alaran song, an ancient chant that meshes beautifully with the wild sounds of the jungle. They share harmonized notes, intertwining voices reflecting the beauty of their unity. As the winds howl outside, the metaphorical and literal storms intertwine, colliding into moments of revelation. With renewed strength from camaraderie, they face the storm, realizing they find freedom within their vulnerability. Finally, the storm's fury ebbs, the landscape transformed. When they finally step outside, renewed determination glows in their eyes as they witness the aftermath. Fresh blooms, untouched beauty, nature reborn. To survive together is their new reality, and the chapter concludes with hope. Their journey transcending survival, connections forged in the fire. With the storm behind them, the crew steps into the break of dawn, where hope mingles in the scent of rain-soaked earth and vibrant blossoms. Well, that was quite the adventure, Sarah chuckles, shaking her head in disbelief. I didn't see that coming. Yeah, but did we just go through exams or a roller coaster? Donovan laughs, joining in on the lightness that returns to the group. Amidst the laughter, Alex gathers the crew and their alien counterparts. All right, everyone, we have 2 paths before us. Either signal for rescue or decide to stay here and give this place a real shot. Faces in the crowd light up with possibility. Lyra stands tall. This land holds secrets. Together we can learn to thrive, creating something beautiful. We are not merely survivors. We can become part of this world, she states passionately. Emotions rise as they discuss the history of the land, how the forces of nature not only challenge them but also forge them. Conversations deepen, revealing desires and hopes for new beginnings. That artifact could mean we have a choice. We can forge a new home, Alex reflects, before adding, and while we miss Earth, we've built something together here, something powerful. Inspiring bonds form, echoing through shared stories of loss and triumph. When they activate the signal, there's anticipation, messages ready to soar through the stars, unfurling possibilities. I might actually miss the alien berries, Donovan jokes. But hey, let's finish the assessment over lunch. Earth style, anyone? As laughter erupts, they embrace the future with optimism. Whatever they decide, they step forward unified in purpose, ready to explore their crossroads in friendship and belonging. As the sun sets on the horizon for the final time, they embark into the unknown, together. With hearts intertwined, their evolution from strangers to allies reaches a crescendo, reminding them that survival is just the beginning. Together, they share the promise of adventure, connection, and storytelling that transcends civilizations.